Beyond the Gates family. It's a wild June one, and let me tell you, if you haven't grabbed your favorite snack and a stiff drink yet, you need to do it right now. We are about to dive into the absolute madness that just went down in Fairmont Crest. Buckle up because things will never be the same. I am literally still shaking. My hands are trembling as I type this because I cannot process what my eyes just witnessed on today's episode. I mean, we all knew the plasma ring storyline was building up to something massive, right? We knew the identity of the Impaler, the supreme leader of this terrifying black market syndicate, was going to be a huge reveal. But this, oh my God, I did not see this coming in a million years. I screamed so loud, my dog started barking. I need to break this down second by second because my brain is short-circuiting. Okay, let's set the scene. The tension was already thick enough to cut with a knife. Joey Armstrong, our favorite shady casino owner, has been sweating bullets for weeks. The cops are closing in. Jacob Hawthorne is losing his mind trying to avenge Derek, and Joey is feeling the heat. So, what does Joey do? He decides to play detective. He follows his so-called loyal henchman, Randy Parker. Now, let's just pause here. Randy. I have never liked Randy. He always had this sneaky, rat-like energy about him, lurking in the shadows of the casino, doing Joey's dirty work, but always looking out for number one. Joey trails Randy to this creepy, damp, abandoned warehouse on the edge of town. The cinematography here was absolutely gorgeous, but terrifying. The flickering lights, the shadows stretching across the concrete floor, the sound of dripping water echoing in the silence. It felt like a horror movie. I was sitting on the edge of my couch, yelling at the screen, "Joey, turn around! Get out of there! You don't know what you're walking into." But no, Joey has to be the big tough guy. He steps into the dimly lit space, demanding to meet the supreme leader. He's expecting some massive, scarred, terrifying mob boss, right? We all were. Then, the shadows part. Someone steps into the dim light, and it is not a hulking mobster. It's a woman, and not just any woman. It's Ashley Jones. Wait, what? I dropped my remote. It clattered onto the hardwood floor, and I didn't even care. Ashley Jones? But hold on, it gets so much crazier. The shock of it being a woman, of it being Ashley, wasn't even the main course of this feast of drama. It was just the appetizer. She looks at Joey. Her eyes are cold, dead, filled with decades of rage. And she drops the mother of all truth bombs. She tells him that Ashley Jones is just a name. Her real name? Heather. Heather Armstrong. Joey's long-lost sister. I cannot breathe. Are you kidding me, writers? I had to pause the TV and just stare at the wall for a solid 5 minutes. Joey's sister is the Impaler, the ruthless, bloodthirsty leader of the plasma ring who has been terrorizing Fairmont Crest, the one Jacob is having literal PTSD nightmares about, the one who caused Derek to take a bullet, is Joey's own flesh and blood. Look at Joey's face in that moment. John Lindstrom deserves an Emmy right now, today. Hand it to him. The way all the blood drained from his face. The master manipulator, the guy who always thinks he's 10 steps ahead of everyone else in town, completely and utterly shattered. He looked like a terrified little boy. And then Heather starts talking, and oh boy, the trauma dumping begins. She is bitter. She is toxic. And she is out for blood. She built this entire criminal empire, this horrific, illegal plasma ring, for one specific reason: revenge. She was driven by the agonizing pain of their father's abandonment. She felt thrown away, forgotten, left to rot while Joey got to live his life. She channeled all that daddy issue rage into becoming the most feared crime boss in the underground. It is so twisted, so dark, and so perfectly soap opera. I love a villain with a deeply rooted psychological motive. She isn't just evil for the sake of being evil. She's a wounded child lashing out with a bazooka. But here is the absolute kicker. The plot twist wrapped inside another plot twist. Heather reveals her original master plan. She didn't just want to run a plasma ring. She wanted to take over the biggest cash cow in Fairmont Crest, the casino. And she wanted to utterly destroy the powerful Dupree family. Why? Because she wanted total control and domination. But she had absolutely no idea that the mysterious owner of the casino she was targeting was Joey, her own brother. The irony is so thick you could choke on it. She spent all this time plotting to take down the casino boss, completely unaware she was aiming a gun at her own sibling. And Joey, who has been desperately trying to protect his casino from the Impaler, had no idea he was fighting his own sister. It's like a Greek tragedy mixed with a modern mafia thriller. My mind is spinning with the implications of this. How long has she been in town? How many times did they almost cross paths? But wait, do not relax yet, because the episode wasn't done destroying my sanity. Just as Joey is trying to process that his sister is a criminal mastermind, Randy Parker steps forward. Randy, the right-hand man, Joey's trusted lackey. Randy doesn't stand beside Joey. He walks over and stands right next to Heather. So the betrayal, the absolute audacity. I screamed again. My neighbors probably think I'm being murdered. Randy has been a traitor this entire time. In a fiery, intense confrontation, Randy looks Joey dead in the eye and admits it. He has been Heather's most loyal, dedicated henchman from day one. He was her inside man. He was the Mo. Every move Joey made, every secret he had, Randy was feeding it straight back to the Impaler. Joey looks like he's going to have a heart attack. And honestly, same. But Randy isn't done. He starts confessing to everything, tying up plot holes. I didn't even know were plot holes. Remember the mugging? The brutal attack on Haley Hamilton that has been causing so much chaos? The one that had Bill Hamilton running to Joey for help? Randy orchestrated it. He staged the entire mugging. Why? To distract Bill Hamilton. Let that sink in. Randy and Heather needed Bill looking the other way, so they had his wife brutally attacked. And it worked perfectly. Bill has been so consumed with finding out who hurt Haley, he's been completely blind to the bigger picture. And let's not forget, Bill is currently shaking like a leaf because Haley is secretly poisoning him. Did Randy know about the poison? Did Heather? The layers to this deception are making me dizzy. Randy played Bill, he played Haley, and he played Joey like a cheap fiddle. And it gets worse for Joey. Randy gleefully admits that he is the one who has been actively poisoning Joey's relationship with the Dupree family. Every misunderstanding, every failed deal, every moment of tension between Joey and the Duprees, that was Randy, planting seeds of doubt, whispering lies, sabotaging Joey from the inside out. He isolated Joey perfectly. He cut off Joey's allies before Joey even knew he needed them. Randy is a snake, a brilliant, terrifying snake. I hate him, but I have to respect the hustle. He played the long game perfectly. Then comes the final crushing blow. Heather, standing there like an absolute dark queen, looks at Joey and delivers her verdict. Since her original plan was to take over the casino, she has decided who is going to run it. And it's not Joey. She points to Randy. Heather declares that Randy Parker is the new boss. He is the one who will replace Joey. Boom. Cut to black. End of episode. I am losing my mind. You cannot end an episode like that. How am I supposed to sleep tonight? Joey has lost everything in the span of 10 minutes. His sister is a monster. His best guy is a traitor. And his casino, his pride and joy, his entire identity is being handed over to the rat who betrayed him. What the hell is Joey going to do now? He is completely backed into a corner. He has no allies. Bill is dying from poison and distracted. The Duprees hate him thanks to Randy. Vanessa's wild, but she can't fight an entire syndicate. Is Joey going to have to team up with the police? Think about it. Jacob Hawthorne is out there, moving out of Naomi's house, sacrificing his sanity, suffering from severe PTSD and survivor's guilt over Derek's death, all to catch the Impaler. Jacob is a man on a kamikaze mission for vengeance. Will Joey go to Jacob? Will he sell out his own sister to get his casino back? Can Joey even bring himself to destroy his own flesh and blood, especially knowing how broken she is from their father's actions? And what about Heather? Now that she knows Joey is the casino boss, does it change anything for her? She seemed pretty cold about it, giving the keys to Randy, but deep down, is there any familial love left, or is she purely the Impaler now? And Haley, oh my God, Haley. When she finds out her mugging was a setup by Randy, she is going to snap. She is already spiraling, hiding poison in her bra, rejecting Bill at the country club, getting cornered by Leslie Thomas for alliances. Haley is a ticking time bomb, and when she realizes Randy played her, she might just take him out herself. This is the best television I have seen in years. The writers of Beyond the Gates just took every single storyline, the plasma ring, the casino, the Duprees, the Hamiltons' toxic marriage, and tied them into one massive explosive knot in that warehouse. I need to know what happens tomorrow. I need to see Joey's next move. Will he fight Randy right there in the warehouse? Will he run? Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Are you Team Joey or Team Heather? Did anyone actually suspect Randy? Or were you as blind as I was? And seriously, someone needs to check on Jacob, because if he walks into that warehouse right now, it is going to be an absolute bloodbath. Stay strong, BTG family. We are in for a wild ride the rest of this week. I'm going to go pour myself another glass of wine and try to calm my racing heart. See you tomorrow.